Let me now introduce you to PlaneSWING, which is a fantastic piece of kit to get you to get to grips with how the club should be swung around the body. Now it's going to provide you with a muscle memory of how the swing should feel both on the way back, into impact and on the way through. It really will give you a repeatable motion, and whatever level of player you are, it's never a bad thing to try one of these. If you get an opportunity to go into PlaneSWING, then please do. It's really useful. What it helps you do is keep the club, what I call out in front, provide plenty of width. It teaches you to set correctly so that by halfway back your lead arm is fully extended. It teaches the rotation, and the big thing now, as I start to change direction here, I can feel the club coming down on the same line I went up. So that would be, in terms of a golf swing, we'll call that a one-plane swing. The club travels back on one line and down on the same line. Golf players will swing maybe slightly from the inside or the outside. What this is doing is getting your swing on track to be more on plane, both back and through. And I must say, after a few swings on this, you really do get a workout. I like also, when you're coming into impact here, your forearms just naturally release. I see a lot of people pulling in. You can't pull in on PlaneSWING. You've got the club has got to follow the track on the way through, which takes you through into the full finish. Let me now turn PlaneSWING round so you can see it from the other angle. So what we're aiming to do in the golf swing is swing the club back on one line and down on the same line. How many golfers do I see start the golf swing with the shoulders? The club comes out. That's probably one of the most biggest mistakes in golf, and it causes a pull shot or a slice shot. You can't do that on PlaneSWING. What I also like about PlaneSWING, not only is it teaching you the correct upswing plane, the correct downswing plane, but also the correct exit plane. Now that I've gained some muscle memory from PlaneSWING, let's go to the net and hit a few shots and show you how I can find the optimum plane to hit those golf balls long and straight. Well, that just shows the power of muscle memory. My time on PlaneSWING has helped me produce a shot that's straight and true. So how many times have you hit the ball to the right or to the left and not known the reason why? Well, it's simply the swing path or the club face. And sometimes it's a combination of both. So let me now take you through the two scenarios of hitting the ball too much to the right or too much to the left. Let's start with the swing plane that's too shallow or too low. And I'm going to presume you're in a correct setup position. That's aiming square or parallel to the target line. And if I swing the club too low around my body, the path will be too much to the right. Nice strike, but straight to the right. And consequently, if I get the hands too far away from my body, I will swing across the ball and go too much to the left. Both those swings result in shots going left or right. Now, there are many components that go into making up a golf swing. That's the way we rotate, the way we flex, the way we extend our bodies. A lot's going on. It's a very dynamic sport. And in addition to that, we're all different in stature, age, gender, flexibility. So golf swings will vary, and that's absolutely fine. But if I can get you to understand how you can get on the optimum plane, you'll hit the ball straight and true, especially if you've got the club face square. Now, if you look at all the elite golfers on tour, the way their swing generally works, I say generally, from the top of the backswing, where a player is trying to gain as much width as possible, as we go into flexion and squat to start the downswing, the plane changes slightly. So the backswing plane is slightly steeper than the downswing plane. And that's it. It's just so subtle. What is really the challenging part of golf, the better you get, the better the standard you play, is if you can swing slightly across the ball and keep the club face square to hit a fade intentionally, and come slightly inside with the club face closed to hit a draw intentionally. And that's what the world's finest golfers do. If you watch golf on television, there's not very many straight shots. Players are moving the ball in the air, either left to right or right to left. If you take the 18th hole at Augusta, many of you will see that on TV, they have got to start the ball on the left-hand bunker and cut it round the tree. So they need the swing path to be coming across the ball with the club face open. And on other holes where you want to hit a draw, like Dogwood, the 13th, the player has to come from the inside and close the face and hit that little draw around the corner. So if you can use the knowledge of swing path and club face to shape your ball, you are going to become a really advanced golfer and you'll so much more enjoy your golf. Many of my clients have invested in PlaneSWING and have found it an invaluable piece of kit to advance their game. They're hitting it longer and straighter. So if you wish to know more about PlaneSWING, there is a link at the top of the formula for the full swing category straight to their website.